Yeah. Well, she walked past me and she had a T-shirt and it said Miami. Very impressive. There was no, put it this way, there were no creases in the Miami. It was broadly displayed. I said, really, Miami? I said, well, which one's Amy? And what's the name of the other one? And she said, do you mind? You're talking about my breast. I said, no, no, Miami's a fine place to go actually. Did you actually go to Miami, did you? I heard a lot of people look at tits and I know, change the subject I think. Haven't you got something to do? I have. I'm busking. Yeah, you never know, all sorts of things happen. This girl was carrying this baby and the baby's sitting there looking at the car. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Look at all these fucking things. What the fuck, daddy? Oh no. It's like the first time I've ever seen the world. And she's operating the bank machine. The baby's sitting there kicking his baby. Look with this look on his face going, no, don't put me in there. She's not going to put me in there. She, oh, fuck it out. I heard you never come out of there. This baby had a problem already. If I was a baby psychologist, I'd put it on medication. Not that I believe in the shit, but some people need it apparently. Otherwise they wouldn't get any money at all. What they're worth. But this poor baby, it was called post-traumatic birth syndrome that the baby has. It was in a nice safe place and then suddenly there's all this fucking suffering and pain and you gotta breathe this shit all the time. Like, you know how much work that is? You stop doing it, it's a total freak out. And you can't stop doing it. And you get over that, wondering how it works. You know, I don't really look forward to being a baby again. I know I don't want to just sort of stop off at 8 and, call it quits. I'm not a miamie. What's a biome? It's a biodegradable concept of a multiverse. I haven't. You fucking humans getting a bit arrogant. I've never been good at being arrogant. I can pretend to. Anyway, getting away from intergalactic politics. I was thinking of what people put on their shirts. There's this guy, I'm beginning to suspect that he likes men. I keep telling him you should come out of the closet. He said, look, I've got Coca-Cola on my shirt, haven't I? Oh, no, yeah, but that works for girls too, doesn't it? And he goes, I am a slut. That works for girls too. It's pretty hard to come out of the closet when you think of it. It's a lot harder coming in the closet though, if you've got a long one. A narrow closet, and the priest is sitting there in front of witnessing it. Father, I can't help masturbating when I talk to you. And the priest is saying, I know I have the same problem, we're all fucked up, aren't we? What's you got hot today? What's the story? You're not going to tell that story about that dog again, are you? The guy that fucked it up the arse because the dog turned around and spoke and said, I've got a really sore ass inside. I don't think it would make it look good as to fuck it. And the man said, this dog spoke English. It's either the devil, which is possessing my dog and I better do as I'm told, or it's God. Because he got caught, they took the dog away and killed it. It was evil omen. Well, he got a huge fine. He was not allowed to have a dog again. He loved that dog so much he used to feed it steak and eat vegetables, and instead went without meat. Fuck that, eh? I'd rather have my blow up doll, actually. I'm beginning to miss her. I didn't know I'd miss her that long. It was just too hot to have her around. Imagine when I first met my first girlfriend, and she finds in the false bottom of my bag, and she lifts it up, and it's got a fake bottom in it, and there's my blow up doll. What's worse is she actually catches you with it. I knew I'd catch you. I drilled a hole in the ceiling, and I got a ladder and went up to the attic and said I was at my sister's. On the note, I knew you were doing something weird behind my back. I never should have engaged with you. The marriage is definitely off. Well, some people, well, it's better than Portnoy's complaint. Fucking people's livers in the refrigerator. Yeah, I never see too straight these days. I've been trying very hard to find a normal person, and I haven't found any yet. So I guess I might as well be normal like everyone else. Because they all say they're normal. I say, no, you're not. I haven't seen one like you before, do you? Where are you from? I don't know, I was a speck of dust floating around. Suddenly I turned into a person in a world I'd never seen before. I said, oh, that's going to be hard to explain. It's happened, hasn't it, God? Yes, you say so, yeah. I worked a million years to make it happen. And I would work a million years, and I would work 1,000,000 more. Just to be the man that made a speck of dust back into a man once more. This is a pause break. Meow. This girl had this beautiful looking cat. It was a little bit vicious looking. Tattooed on the thigh with his legs that went all the way up to you know where, like we all know. They can't hide it. Not jeans, mini skirts, but any clothes. They can't hide it. Sticks out in the front like a man's fucking nuts to the pussy. It just bulges out. It's like a little breast. Yeah, especially in those real tight glad bag clothes they wear. Triple stretching go-go elastic pants. And the government's sitting there trying to murder every cigarette smoker, eh? Fucking low life, aren't they? They know what it's like to be a junkie, cigarette smokers. Have your whole fucking wages ripped off. Working extra time and having no life. Just to keep yourself alive. For something you know you're going to suffer if they take it away real bad. we can't afford to lose too many more smokers on God's side of things. And what you can do with a cough. Spit something out that don't belong there. The force which is unimaginable. Even God couldn't imagine it, because it's greater than imagination can excel. It's the forces of every cough that ever was, united effort to separate good and evil once and for all. It was in the fun to mix, but it was nice when we were all in our own aspect of infinite crystals. Crystal green, liquid crystals green, liquid. I know everything about liquid crystals, how much it costs to pee, all the different ways to abuse yourself. Did I hear abuse? Well, I wouldn't. Isn't it better to abuse yourself than someone else? Of course not, they say. All right, abuse someone else. You know to suffer. You want to make a bet? How much? No, we don't bet with money here. We need something that's everlasting. Where's your fucking soul? We break them down and make new ones for us. Bum 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 bum. Gold packs, brown paper packages wrapped up in string. These are a few of my favourite things. Come to think, I've never had a brown paper package wrapped up in string. Not going to be my favourite thing. What's in there? If I did, the police would probably bust me with it and say, sorry mate, we intercepted this parcel. It's got my blow-up doll in it. And the blow-up doll happens to be full of drugs. Really? No, they didn't tell me that when I bought it. Must have been a mistake. I got the wrong parcel. You've got the wrong parcel, alright boys, see you later. I've got a very interesting job being a busker. The guy on TV walks past and says, it's the famous Shields. He looks like he's still on camera all the time. I think he puts makeup on before he goes out. I'm still on camera. The gals are still falling for this one. I can't believe how many sucked my cock last night. And he says, I said, your favours? And he goes, your favours too. I said, really? Well, I'm as famous as Jesus, you know. This is one way to, I'd rather do this in a gym, Jesus is saying. Why couldn't I be a Russian? They're trained for this. The crucifix. Oh no. This is a death-defying act, the crucifix. Every gymnast is tested on this skill. It's a skill of strength and determination I'm wondering how long you can do it before you crush your heart and it stops beating. I did it for about half a second and I was nearly dead. That's as long as I can hold it. Like that. It's like, it was like having sex with premature ejaculation. Can't help it. The machine gun just goes off. Shots everywhere. I got excited. I knew it was dark in there. It was dark and deep. I got scared. I had the fire. It didn't feel like that from my end. I spent fucking $500 on this episode. This is a Bywonian fucking virgin, the last of its tribe. It was going cheap, $500. The spaceman smuggled it here from some other planet. He needed 500 for McDonald's burgers and burger rings. And then he was going home. Well, it looked human. Uh-oh. There's a commotion outside. When I stopped talking, it was this guy's so fucking boring. It's like watching paint dry. I said, how can watching paint dry be boring? There's all this. You get to it on an atomic level. And it's fucking amazing. You sit there with your nanotechnology spirit. You watch all the atoms reacting. Watching paint drying can be really an exhilarating experience. Like watching cockroach working. Wow, they do all that. You want to see them go to work when there's a friend with cancer or radioactive problems. You want to see they work like, the ants would sit back and go, fuck. We thought we could do it. And the cockroaches said, we've both got 6 legs, but ours are a little bit more controlled by a lizard who works just that little bit slower than everything in time. God goes, what? What lizard? The gecko. The lizard's friend are the cockroach's friends. They move slower than anything in time. So you can imagine the speed of cockroaches when they're on the opposite end. Wow. And what do the cockroaches do again? They have infinite level and infinite time perfectly solved, and dimensions perfectly solved, right down to the atomic level where they're reconstructing atoms from split atoms, all within themselves. And they fly, these cockroaches. They fly in my window, the fucking things, and get me in trouble. Damn, he's brought his cockroaches with him. He's so untidy, cockroaches breed in his house. They like fucking. I'm jealous. They get all the sets. I've got my magnifying glass. I want to find them fucking. They're too very private. Can any of you ever say, rather except on fucking videos, have you ever seen a cockroach fuck? You see flies do it all the time. They don't care. Cockroaches are a little bit more, sensitive about the issue. They like to do it in private. If you like to know the sex life of a cockroach, on late hours of the night you sit there listening to anything like I do. And these cockroaches, I've never seen one fuck. Apparently they're pretty well hung for the size they are. I'm sure they interest some of the girls. Anyway, Miami started this all. Miami, I couldn't be honest, is that the left or the right? Miami. What's the other one called? Bobby or something by. Manson. Sweet and sour. One person put sweet and sour on their tits one day and the tattoo. Someone had to be the first one. Would have been pencil if it would have started off with just sticks and charcoal. We didn't even have pencils, and someone wrote sweet and sour on their tits. I reckon that's how old that one is. You still see people at the beach with sweet and sour on their tits. And they go, yeah, original. I've got Triumph on mine, I'm even more original. Triumph fucking things. I never had one because I died every time I got one. I was a maniac on the road. I was sick of Adelaide, so I said, I'm getting out of here. So I just walked off. I left everything. Walked up the hills and stuck my thumb out and kept travelling for God knows how long. 2 years. And my mate heard me drive. I didn't say goodbye to anyone. I just disappeared. And I come over the radio that someone drove off the cliff at Morialta. And he thought I was dead for about, well, maybe I did. No wonder I left Adelaide. You never know. Bummer.